over 500 unique stickers. We need to be softer with ourselves and more realistic with our intentions. Hi everyone, it is I started to say December. Hi everyone, it is January 4th and I wanted to say Happy New Year, and I hope that everybody had just a wonderful holiday season. I thought that I would show a couple things that I got for the holidays, and then we would talk about kind of like what the new year means to me this year and everything. So let's get to it. First off, I got this gorgeous Vintage Blossoms and Blooms sticker, color, and activity book. Over 500 unique stickers. And it is so cute. Like, look at this. There's all these gorgeous stickers. And then it's also an activity book. Let me see if I can find... Oh, here we go. Here's a coloring page. Well, 2 coloring pages, actually. Or like places to put... If you hear the dishwasher in the background, I apologize. So this is just a lovely book. Ooh, here's a quote. For oft, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Love this book. I'm super excited to use the stickers and everything. Kevin and I were looking at journals this morning for me to get for the new year, because I always have like a notebook, a journal, some kind of like physical paper that I can write like anything that comes to my mind on. I have to write stuff down if I'm gonna remember it, if it's gonna make sense in my head. So we just ordered that. So I'm super excited to put the stickers from this book into there once we get it. Also, Kevin got this for me for the season. It's Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. I absolutely adore this deck so far. Let me show you what the cards look like. First off, it's beautiful art. I can just tell they put a lot of intention into creating this oracle deck. Second off, look at the side. Look at, it's like the chrome emerald green. So beautiful. This is the back of the cards. And here, let me give it a quick shuffle. And ringing the bells. Oh, look at this gorgeous card. So beautiful. I love the art style. The vibe of the Oracle deck is pretty open and honest, and bare, I think is a good word. I think so far, and like I said, I've only had this deck for maybe about a week, and I've been working with it with friends and myself and Kevin, and I'm kind of getting the vibe that this Oracle deck is very reflective of what Yule represents, and I think that that's a time of being connected to your loved ones, to friends and family. So it's got some warm essence to it. It's got some like loving vibes, but then it also has like a pretty reflective, almost somber vibe for some of the other cards. And I think that that goes hand in hand with what Yule represents, because Yule represents that we're coming back to the light. It's on the, Yule is right around the winter equinox, and that is the shortest day of the year, the longest night of the year. And that means that we're going to get brighter from here. You know what I mean? So I really like the Oracle deck and what it represents to me so far. I cannot wait to get to use it next year for Yule and to just get to know it better. So that was the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle deck. And then Kevin and I got this air fryer cooking guide, your quick flip guide for recommended temperatures and cooking times. And I love our air fryer. Kevin does too. And this is going to be so helpful for if we don't feel like following a recipe, or we just need to heat something up or cook something that isn't a recipe. Like, we have salmon in the freezer, and I've been wanting to cook it in the air fryer, but I just don't feel like looking up a recipe. So I'm sure that that's in here. So you like hang it up in your kitchen, or it's got a magnet on the back. You can put it on your fridge. And it's got bakery, desserts and snacks, poultry and seafood, salmon, 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, this is so helpful. Legumes and vegetables, cooking frozen foods in the air fryer. Oh, it's got so much like helpful stuff. So this is just lovely. Super, super helpful. Kevin's family also got us, just like as a gift before the holidays, they got us a kitchen measurement and conversion magnet for the fridge. So I've been using that a lot, and that's super helpful. I just really like simple solutions to like everyday problems. So this gift just is super thoughtful, and I feel like we're definitely going to use it. And then one of my favorite gifts is this adorable doggy purse. I am totally blanking on my dog breeds lately. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's a Scottie. And then there's a doggy, and then I know there's a cat here somewhere. I'm trying to point at it and look at it on my camera. But yeah, it's just so cute, and it's a bucket bag vibe, but inside it has this whole zipper pocket so it can be a bit more organized, and it's got a side pocket on the outside. So I am definitely going to switch over my purse to this before I leave to run some errands today. I have to go get us a couple groceries, and then I need to return a portable heater that really wasn't working too hot. And I need to return that, so I'll bring y'all with me. And yeah, so that's kind of what we got a little bit from the holidays. And I'm so thankful that we were able to spend the holidays with both of our families. I mean, with some of both of our families. I know that some of my family is far away, and it just wasn't able to happen, but we were able to spend Christmas with Kevin's family, and then right after Christmas we left to visit my mom, and that was really great. And then my mom actually came here to visit for the new year, so that was super amazing. And then we all got together with Kevin's family at the restaurant that I performed at a few months ago, and I'm actually looking forward to performing at again soon. Stay tuned for info on that. So it was a really lovely time. The holidays, I also know that they can be a really hard time, and they were kind of hard for me in some ways, especially dealing with like chronic illness and mental health issues. But I do think that we had a lovely time overall, and I just am really glad that we got to spend it with family. Without further ado, I kind of wanted to talk about like what the new year represents to me. I think that the Western calendar, it's kind of odd that the new year starts in winter when we're supposed to be hunkering down, spending time with people who matter to us, really like conserving our energy, because this is a time of renewal, of rebirth once spring comes. And for now, we are in hibernation mode. It's really hard to get in that New Year spirit when everything in the natural world around us is pausing. So I really am trying to take a page out of Mother Nature's book this year and realize that it's okay if I'm not feeling gung-ho about certain goals and things like that right now, because the Western calendar kind of makes New Year's fall on a time that doesn't make total sense to me. I more so relate with the new year being reflective of spring and new beginnings and rebirth and a time when nature is thriving. So that's just my take. I totally understand if people don't agree or can't relate, but I hope that for some of you this makes sense and maybe it helps you be more understanding with yourself if you're also struggling at this time of year with expectations of yourself and what kind of things that you expect from yourself. I've decided that for the new year, I'm going to try to be softer with myself. I want to think of goals that aren't going to make me feel less about myself. I noticed that I was doom scrolling. I was scrolling on New Year's or like right before New Year's, and everybody was, this is fine, but it's just, this is my experience of New Year's. So I was scrolling and I was seeing that so many people were saying like, oh, my 2025 wrapped, like here's what I did this year. I accomplished all these things. Here's my goals for the new year. Like, I'm so excited to tackle these. And I just, like, personally, I couldn't relate very much because yes, some amazing things happened in 2025. We got our first house, we got engaged, and so many lovely things that we were able to be a part of that happened with other people were great. But I also wanted to hold space for the parts of 2025 that were really hard and the parts of 2025 that were affected because of my chronic illness or my mental health. So I think I did that by stepping into 2026 with a more realistic set of glasses on. I realized that a goal that I want to set for myself for 2026 is to be more comfortable, one, in my own skin, but I thought that that was a little bit too vague. So I really want to get comfortable with my thoughts, with being alone with my thoughts and being alone in general. So like, I tend to get a lot of social anxiety when I go out, when I run errands, to the point where like, when I'm getting out of the car to go grocery shopping, I have to put things in my purse in the right order so that when I'm at the register, I can immediately grab my wallet. I don't have to scramble in my purse because that makes me super anxious when people are waiting on me at the register. It's just like, I dread it. I dread going up to the register and like making small talk. And it's something that I want to work on. But just like those small things, I want to get more comfortable with going out by myself. I want to get more comfortable with, if I get up earlier than Kevin and I want to be comfortable just sitting with my own thoughts, I want to work on that, because unfortunately with my mental health and specifically with like OCD, it's been very difficult for me especially this last year for some reason. It's been very difficult for me to be alone with my thoughts and be okay. And I don't say that to gain like sympathy or anything. It's just my reality. And I want to be realistic and set reasonable expectations for myself that I can work on. Another thing that I'd like to work on is journaling when I really need to decompress, when I have thoughts that I need to process. My therapist has been kind of nudging me to journal, ever since I started seeing this new therapist. Well, new in the sense that like normally I stick with a therapist for quite a while. So my therapist, I've only been seeing her for a few months. She's been trying to like remind me like, hey, journaling might really help you process these things. And I sort of was already like, I was at least writing things down before each session. I would write down like, hey, what do I want to focus on this session? So I'm going to give myself credit and say that that was good to write down my thoughts. But I want to actually like give myself a 7-minute free write like they used to in school, where I can just put down anything that comes to my mind and just get it out of my head and onto paper. And then hopefully from there, I'll be able to sort through my thoughts a bit easier as time passes. So those are just some goals for me for the new year. I hope that if you're watching this and you're listening to kind of like how I'm taking the new year and how I'm taking it pretty slow, pretty low stakes, that it's relatable. Hope that if you're feeling similarly, that it makes you feel less alone. I know that the new year can be a really hard time for people because there's so much like, oh, what did you accomplish in the last year? What are you going to accomplish this year? And for a lot of people, that can be really difficult. Like people with chronic illness, people with mental health issues, people who just have a lot on their plate right now. I think that the reality of our world is that there's a lot going on, and we need to be softer with ourselves and more realistic with our intentions and where we put our energy. So that's just my 2 cents. And with that, we do need to run some errands. Kevin and I go through milk like nobody's business. Like, I love cereal. Kevin loves his lattes. I like to bake, so that usually means some kind of milk. And yeah, we just go through milk a lot. So I need to go get milk and probably a couple other things. And then I need to return, like I said, I need to return that heater to the store. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's really nice out. It's pretty cold, but it's nice and sunny. It's a gorgeous day. So I'm going to see if I can figure out a setup where y'all can see some of the drive and we can run some errands together. So let's go. Okay, so I couldn't take y'all along for the drive. I just don't have a phone mount that's very good with that, unfortunately. But we are at Tractor Supply, and I did return what I needed to return. So I think now I'm actually gonna see, because Kevin and I really need towel holders, like hand towel holders in our bathroom. I'm gonna see if there's a hardware store nearby, maybe like Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and see if I can find a towel holder, well, 2 towel holders because we have 2 bathrooms. Okay, hi. I went to my favorite thrift store. I didn't find anything, but it was really fun to go. And I realized I was right next to a grocery store, so I thought that I would do my grocery shopping for the week, or for the next few weeks. I did a lot. And I got super stressed, but I stayed the course and I finished my grocery shopping. So we are now headed home. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is January 9th. I cannot believe we're already this far into January, and I feel like I've just been flying by the seat of my pants in a quick way to put things, but it's been okay. I want to say the gap in filming the outro is honestly mostly because I had a really bad flare-up of fibromyalgia symptoms, and that really added to my depression, and I didn't really feel like filming when I was feeling that way. I didn't want to spread bad vibes. So we are here now, and I just wanted to say thank you if you watch the video if you've come this far in the video. It means so much to me that, oh, I always forget to put on my serum before I put on my moisturizer. Oh well, don't tell anybody. But yeah, so I just am really appreciative. I know that this video is a little bit longer than most of my videos. It's a little bit different content. I know that I was talking about like my struggles with mental health and things like that, and it just means a lot that y'all are here for the journey and here for the evolution of my channel and kind of what content I want to put out. And I would really appreciate any feedback, your thoughts, what your favorite part was about this video. Yeah, I think that the next video that I do is probably going to be like a day in the life. I've always wanted to do a video like that, so I think I will probably do it on a day where I'm going thrift shopping. I thought that'd be super fun. We can hit up some thrift stores, see what we can find, and kind of go from there. I'm trying to come up with a plan for this YouTube channel and kind of where I see it going this year. I don't want to get too bogged down by details because I don't want to get burnt out with planning. I want to just do, if that makes sense. But I would like to start releasing more content in general. I want to start focusing on YouTube as a platform. We do have our wedding coming up in May, and I need to not lose sight of that. So as much as I want to say like, oh, I'll have content on this schedule, I'll be releasing content every this often, I don't want to set up expectations that aren't realistic for myself. So I'm going to keep releasing content as I'm able for now. And maybe towards the latter half of the year, which I can't believe I'm already talking about, but here we are. Maybe towards the latter half of the year, we will get into a schedule. But yeah, so lend me your thoughts. Let me know what kind of content y'all like to watch. If you prefer like day in the life type videos, if you want to see more of like my everyday life, living pretty rural, and kind of what we're doing with the space leading up to the wedding. I know that there's a lot to be done with the backyard still. So that's going to be some projects that we're doing, and I will most likely do on camera because they seem like they're going to be challenging but rewarding. And I would love for y'all to come along on the journey. I do have an update on ducks because I believe I've talked about that Kevin and I were going to get ducks this year. We are deciding to hold off for the foreseeable future until we have the best setup that we can possibly have for the future ducklings that we want. I think it's super important that when you're considering any pet, including like livestock and things like that, it's just, I tend to over prepare for things, and I know that I could go into this with a basic like coop setup, a kiddie pool for the pond, and we could make it work. You know what I mean? But I would like to really plan this out and figure out the best way to do things so that we're not facing hiccups and we're not setting ourselves up for failure. Kevin and I'm lining my lips, so that's why I'm talking weird. Kevin and I do both have mental health struggles, and I want to be conscious of that when we're developing this duck coop and duck pond. Meaning I want it to be as simple as possible to maintain. And unfortunately, the most simple ways to maintain like a duck coop and pond that I have seen are pretty expensive. You have to set up kind of like a biofilter for the pond. The coop needs to have certain layering for the bedding so that you can keep it as clean as possible for as long as possible, so that you're not daily like mucking the coop and trying to play catch up with keeping it clean. Because if ducks are anything, they are dirty birdies. They are very messy from what I've heard. So we are going to try to prepare ourselves the best we can. And I think in order to do that, we kind of need to take a step back from actually obtaining ducks, if that makes sense. I hope that does make sense. I was a little bit disappointed at first that this was the route we were taking, but actually I was the one to mention this idea of postponing to begin with, just because at the end of the day, they're going to be our companions. They're going to be our pets. I want what's best for them, even though we don't have them yet. Okay, y'all. Hopefully I can do my eyebrows without it becoming like the main focus of the makeup look. Lately, I've been doing my eyebrows and it's like, hello, which is fine, but I just want a bit more versatility in my makeup. I want to be able to decide when my eyebrows are going to be the focal point. You know what I mean? What are y'all's favorite eyebrow products right now? Because I have been using eyeshadow to do my eyebrows for years now. And as much as it's a go-to for me, and I'm not like dissatisfied, but I kind of am wondering if there's a simpler way to do this. I know that there's a lot of like pomades. I used to use Anastasia, but I didn't really care for the finish after a while. It was more of like a glossy brow look to me. And I like more of a matte finish, which is fine. Everybody's different. And that's why I love makeup so much. Even though I don't wear it all the time anymore, but I still do appreciate what makeup can do. Which I feel like I'm at a good place with my makeup right now. If y'all don't know, I don't remember if I've mentioned it on my YouTube channel before. I used to be a makeup artist. I went to makeup school. It was a pretty rigorous program. I believe it was 460 hours. It was either 460 hours or 640 hours. It was something like that with the numbers 4 and 6. But I get numbers jumbled sometimes. I have the certificate somewhere. But yeah, so makeup used to be a huge part of my life. I mostly focused on special effects makeup, but I was also doing beauty makeup as well. It used to be a huge part of my life, and I think that my relationship with makeup has changed so much, and I think it's changed for the better. I think that I've always had the best intentions with makeup. I always knew that I wanted it to be like to accentuate what you like about yourself and less about hiding what you don't like. But I think that I've been executing that better the last few years, which is really nice. It's nice to be able to say that. Like when I do my makeup now, I like to think like, oh, I want to bring out my eyes because I like my eyes. And I wasn't always able to say that. Now I try to think of makeup as a fun thing to do and less a mandated thing to do. Okay. Last is lips. Alrighty, there is the finished look. Pretty natural today. I didn't really do a lot with, well, I don't really wear foundation a whole lot anymore unless I'm doing a full coverage look. I mostly just use some concealer where I need it, which is usually just under my eyes and around my nose and on my chin. And other than that, I just like to keep it simple. So I'll probably do something else with my hair. But I think this is fine for now. I think this is fine to continue the outro. So I will say, while I enjoy my lovely cup of tea, that again, I thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate you. If you've watched even a little bit of my videos, if you've watched this whole video, if you're new here, if you have been watching for a while, I really appreciate the support. It means so much, especially because I'm trying out YouTube. I'm trying to see where it goes. And it's just been a lovely journey. And I just appreciate everybody that's been here along the way. So again, my next video, I'm hoping to have it out by the end of February, just because we have a wedding shower coming up. We have our wedding shower coming up. It's so exciting at the end of January, so I will probably not have any more time to film leading up to that. I may try to include some of the wedding shower prep if I can remember, if my scrambled brain can remember to film. I would like to keep the wedding shower, at least like moments from the wedding shower itself, I'd like to keep them private, just for our family to enjoy. But I will most definitely be doing a recap on how it went and everything and kind of what went on. So be on the lookout for that in February. And other than that, I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye!